Coming out of turns 3 and 4. Chad White on the bottom. William Duff on the top. Checkered flag in the air. Who's going to win? It's William Duff. No, look out. He just junked it. Look out. Oh, my God. World's #1 streaming service. Hutchinson Motorsports TV. On the call tonight. On your feet. Off your seats. It's about to go green.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to tonight's race here from Bristol Motor Speedway. We've got door-to-door racing league action on tap for you. I'm Jesse Becker up in the booth filling in for Blake Hutchinson, who was at real-life Bristol tonight. But I've got my good friend in the booth with me, Christian Taylor. Christian, how are you doing? I remembered to unmute you this time. Let's go.
I hope you did. I'm feeling great. Looking for some last great Coliseum racing here at Bristol and door-to-door racing league. Jesse, we're about to get some qualifying action going on here tonight. And let me tell you, the Cup Series race was exciting as could be. Ty Gibbs, you know, I'm not really the biggest Ty Gibbs fan, but I was happy to see him get his first ever NASCAR Cup Series win. Looking forward to some more history being made here tonight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I never thought I would cheer for Ty Gibbs in my life, but there I was watching that race as that last green flag run was like taking the laps down. And I'm like, oh, my God, he's actually going to do it. He's actually going to win. And then the caution flew, and I was like, if he doesn't win now, I'm just going to be pretty upset. But he still managed to pull through, get the W, and history was made. A new Cup Series winner was made at Bristol. And, man, I should have thrown some money on him, Christian, because I picked him in just about anywhere you could pick a driver, and I did not put any actual money on it.
Yeah, I mean, you've said you've had this.
Okay, I just hit my live button, and for some reason it decided to mute the chat, but you were only muted for like 2 seconds. So we're improving every single time.
Daryl, we need, I mean, honestly, you know, beef aside, we might need you to replace Jesse full time.
I mean, Daryl would probably love that. Isaac Treese, top of your board right now, but we take a look at the 9 of Roland Collette right now doing his qualifying effort. He's 3rd in points right now on the season out of Dawsonville, Georgia. Had a 4th place finish last week and led like 86 laps. So he was a good contender at Martinsville last week through the cautions that were had. So we're going to see what he can do here tonight. Currently 8th on the board, finishing his 2nd lap up now, Christian. What's it going to be?
Going to put it up to the 3rd position there. So going to be starting right behind Shane Parrish. Now we're going to go over to Ed Ryan over there from Ocala, Florida. Currently 14th, finishing his 2nd lap up. Rounding turn 3 and 4. Going to the line. He's going to put it right where he was. Going to stay in the 15th position there, Jesse.
We've still got several people starting to qualify here. We take a look at the 27, Josh Collins out of Cincinnati, Ohio, finishing up his 1st lap, starting his 2nd. We'll see what he's able to do.
As we're watching Josh Collins, we got a member gift in the chat. Austin Hobo received a gift by Brandon Sanderson Racing and Danielle Taylor. As Josh Collins puts it 19th on the board, Danielle Taylor received a membership from Daryl Young, which means Daryl Young has gifted me and my wife HMS TV memberships.
Daryl's buying gifts for your wife out here. This is getting crazy. Pacey Wygant jumps up to the top of the board. Quick time, 14.78.
That is a flying lap too, Jesse. I mean,
whoa.
A couple, like a 10th faster here. And Tommy Osborne going to go up to or doing a 2nd lap there, 25th position. What were you wowing?
I was just watching him slide out of the corner there. His qualifying effort's going to be junk. He was crossing the line to start his 2nd lap sideways, so 25th is going to be the best Tommy Osborne can do. He's the only driver out on the track right now, unfortunately. Qualifying is finishing up. We've got a couple minutes left, though.
Hey, Jesse, we're experimenting with some new technology that the fans won't even see. It's all on our end, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of cool, not going to lie.
Yeah, we've been working towards finding a way in case if somebody needs to take over the controls. We're trying to figure out the best way to do that, and I think we actually might have figured it out, Christian.
Completely by accident. We wasn't looking for it. We were just like, I opened my SDK before Jesse tonight, and he had no control over it, and then boom, all of a sudden, we had that We figured it out.
Yeah, I mean, we'll take it. Christian, while we're in the downtime here, I think we've got about a minute left in qualifying. Before the race, this is breaking the fourth wall a little bit. I was asking Christian, I was like, I need some ideas for some sound bites to have handy on my stream deck if I needed them for tonight. And I did add some to my stream deck, but I don't think we have access to play soundboards in here.
We don't?
I mean, we might, but I don't think we do, unfortunately. Well, Christian just proved me wrong. Maybe I don't. Maybe I am the one that is shunned here. Let's see what happens when I hit this button. I'm kind of scared, Christian. Oh, I just had to give permissions here. I think we're good. Yeah, there we are. We are dialed.
Jesse's just being a noob again.
What is happening in the chat? We just had 5 gifted memberships. Brandon Sanders Racing, big ballin'.
It's let's start from the beginning. You got Real Rabbit Rob, Drifter 982, it's Justin Boy, Scratchy Sassy 8536, and Big Orange. Just received gift memberships from Brandon Sanders Racing and Jesse. We're about to grid up.
Even before that, Daryl Young threw 2 more of them out to Stephen Farrell and Dustin Corley. But yes, you are correct, Christian. It is just about time for some of the most famous words in motorsports, which is, it is time for the HMS TV starting grid. Let's see if we can get a good view of it here. I'm working on cooking something up. It's not going to work, unfortunately. But nonetheless, it is time to go through your HMS TV starting grid. Let's cue the music. Yeah, this is the good one right here. Let's do it. Come on. Show the grid, baby. Where is it at? All right, folks, forgive me. I do apologize. For some reason, the grid is deciding not to show up. We'll give it a second here to see if it decides to work.
Oh my God.
You having the same issue on your end, Christian?
Well, I don't have controls. Oh, it popped up something there.
Let's see what we can do. Ladies and gentlemen, SDK is freaking out right now. But nonetheless, I cannot get the starting grid to pop up, so Christian, unfortunately, I think we're going to have to read through it manually here. We'll see if it decides to work. I'll actually give one more thing a try. I do apologize, folks. Yeah, no, they're getting ready to roll. We don't have anything visual for you, so Christian, I'm just going to roll through the starting lineup for us real quick here. Isaac Treese, Pacey Wygant starting on your front row. Shane Paris, Ty Robertson, row number 2. Roland Collette, Trevor Baxter going to be row number 3. Chris Essery, Daniel Best, row 4. Michael Reeves, Nicholas Godsey going to be row 5. Colt Huff, Alan Duggar, row number 6. Hunter Bogdan, James Nesta going to be row 7. I believe Danny Carpenter, Michael Kurdzlek, row 8. Row number 9 going to be Scott Farrell, Ed Ryan, row number 10. Josh Collins, Joshua Switzer. Rest of your lineup tonight, Tommy Welch, George Champelos, Tommy Osborne, Chris Champelos, Nicholas France, and Terry Orr. I do apologize. New issues seem to pop up all the time, and this is a new one for me, folks. Never had the grid not pop up.
Austin Hobo with the $5 super chat. Always tip your announcers, Austin. We really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for that. Much appreciated. We've got one more lap around here at Bristol before we get ready to go green. Hopefully we don't have any other unforeseen issues with the software, but we will try to tackle those the best we can as they happen. Pace truck is off. The 02 and the 20 lead him into the Juicy Spider start zone. Green flag is out for the first time tonight here at Bristol, and it's a good launch for the 20 of Isaac Treese.
Isaac Treese gets a good launch there. Pacing, we're going to be falling into the second position with Ty Robertson rounding out your third there, side by side for fourth behind them. Rounding through the turn, Jess, we have another super chat. New Age Bandit, $2 says made it in early tonight. Whoop, get him, Ty Robertson.
Let's freaking go. Oh, we have someone coming out of the pits. Looks like it's not going to give anybody any issues. We're watching Shane Paris here in the 66, a.k.a. the 68, New Bern, North Carolina native. He is fighting like crazy to get this 4th spot. It's him and Trevor Baxter fighting it out for that spot right now. The 20 of Isaac Treese had set the fastest lap, and then the 02 of Pacey Wygent just goes and tops it immediately.
Dane kind of yielded the spot there, just giving it back here as Pacey in the 2nd position. Trevor Baxter beat him for the fastest lap now. But watching this race, single file out, Jesse, we saw earlier in the Cup Series race that stayed one line. Of course, we don't have the resin on the track like they did in the real life, but there, look at that. What a nice rear end to a car, Jesse.
That's a beautiful message there on the back of the 20. Oh, we've got a caution for the first time tonight, Christian. Looks like Terry Orr was involved, and yes, he is stopped.
As he's going to do this rest of this race in reverse. Is he backing onto the track in front of people?
He certainly was. 54 had the luck in real life. Doesn't look like it's going to have it here in iRacing, Christian. Let's go back and take another look at it from the Bubba Myers Custom Designs blimp. And folks, let's go ahead and play it. Let's get it over with.
See some junk, need another glimpse. Here's a look from the Bubba Myers Custom Designs blimp.
We're up here high in the sky. He just gets a little contact with the car above him, hits the inside wall hard, heavy damage for Terry Orr.
Yeah, he just loops it around. Nothing really to it. Maybe just a little bit too much gas. Take another look from on board.
You know, you heard the car sliding before he even made the contact on the high side. That car was wrecked from the exit of that turn, and he just couldn't get it going.
Well, that puts us under the first yellow flag of the night. Thank you, everybody, for coming out and joining us here tonight. We do appreciate it. Isaac Treese continuing to lead the way.
Hey, Jesse, people love your jingle.
They love the jingle. We love to hear it. I love the jingle. I'm stoked about the jingle. I'm glad we have the jingle. Get some water. My throat is killing me, Christian. This is not good. We are just now starting this race. 325 laps on tap. We're going to have to dig deep. I mean, I'm broadcasting 3 nights in a row, Christian. I'm going to be cooked come Wednesday.
I know the horror of you actually having to show up to work for 3 nights in a row, Jesse.
Look. Look, you were muted for about a second and a half earlier. And the grid doesn't work. But other than that, everything is going great.
I want you to tell Blake that broadcasting for 3 nights in a row is hard, okay?
It is definitely difficult. You know what? I just forgot. I don't know if I updated the ticker either, Christian. I am just the worst.
Oh my gosh.
If you want to take a look at the ticker, see if it says the correct league on there for me, Christian. We've got 1 lap to green. Lights are off on the pace truck, and it's your same front row to begin the race. The 02 of Wygent and the 20 of Treese. Gonna lead him to green again. Connor says you're only going to hear the jingle when Jesse is broadcasting. Well, hopefully Blake decides to use the jingle.
We'll see. I'll try
not
to get him to use it.
It's hard to convince Blake to do anything most of the time, but we'll do our best. The pace truck is off this time. Lead us to green, Christian.
Field is set through the Juicy Spider restart zone. Isaac Treese leads us to green. You have the 1 of Trevor Baxter, follower behind him, looking high in turn 1. Gonna fall in right behind the 20 as they head down the backstretch, Jesse.
I did have the stat guys look into it as the 1 of Trevor Baxter's going for the pass here last season here in the Door-to-Door Cup Series. He won both Bristol races in dominating fashion, so he's looking to make it a 3-peat here at the last great Coliseum. Out of Lexington, North Carolina, I'm sure they have some great barbecue out there in Lexington, but he's going to have to try to get by the 20 of Isaac Treese before he even thinks about what he's going to eat after this race. He's looking to the outside now.
Trying to make a run on the outside there. Just can't get the momentum there as the 20's going to fall up, or rise up and block that run.
This is a good battle here early on. Not really able to get much separation. He's going to look to the inside now of the 20. Switch in lanes on him. We'll see if he has an advantage on the bottom. It didn't work for him last time, and it won't work this time. It's going to be hard to pass here tonight, it looks like. Field a single file right now, Christian, all the way back to like 20th, it looked like.
I mean, that's just how Bristol's going to be early as we have a side-by-side battle. Daniel Best on the outside working his way. This is Mad Dog Motorsports on the outside here, battling with that one of Viper Racing. Trevor Baxter behind him. He had the 0-2 trying to get into that battle. PBR Racing Zone, Pacey Wingnet.
We'll see if he can do anything on that outside lane. He's trying to. Oh, and there was almost some contact with the 0-2. It was very close. Might have been able to fit a piece of paper between them, but not much more. They stay side up. They're going to single file it out now, the 5 into that third spot.
That's okay, Jesse. We have a long race. Getting single file is not going to be a bad thing here as we have a black flag on the track. Tommy Welch in pit road.
Damage
as
on
the
the
caution comes out. A big wreck. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
look
there's
at
a
the parking lot out here.
Unfortunately, perfect timing. As soon as we cut away from the track, everything falls apart. Who knows if we would have seen it anyways, but that is a long list of names, Christian, that were involved in that one.
Brandon Sanders Racing with a $20 super chat. Let's go, BSR. Jesse. Brandon Sanders Racing. I know you don't broadcast too much on Sundays, but he's the GOAT.
He apparently is Mr. Moneybags, throwing it around. Let's take a look at this crash one more time. Travis Hollins, the first one on the list to be involved. We'll see if it happens with him or around him. Okay, looks like it's happening well ahead of him. Chris Essery and the 9 there. Who's the 9 here? Roland Collette, probably some of the first involved. Let's see if we can get a better view. Oh, and it might happen right here, and it does, Christian. 9 gets into the 4 and takes him out. Probably not intentional,
and then people
but
just
spins him. Oh, God.
Yeah, I just don't. You got to hit the brakes, people. Come on,
Holy.
man.
Hold on.
That blue car, 17. What are you doing, man?
I'm looking at the 27. That's Josh Collins. Take a look at him hauling it through here, Christian. He's hauling the mail.
Yeah, boom, boom.
That's what you get right there. If he would have just hit the brakes, he probably wouldn't have any damage, but he decided to
now let's see the
17s.
Let's see the 17s on board.
Who's the 17 here? That is Nicholas France. Let's see what he saw during that one here.
Coming around the turn here. See the wreck in there? We're off the gas, but not the brakes.
He wasn't off the gas, Christian. I heard him still on it, and he ends up getting right into somebody.
And both of those cars were all gas, no brakes with it. You know what I mean?
And that's what we call a junk race car. Under caution for the second time tonight. Already 1 lap to green. The cautions are quick here. But hopefully we don't have too many more of them, Christian.
Hopefully not. Yes, we've already racked them up. Jesse, you were right. This is very quick.
Yeah, no hesitation. They're moving it right along. New front row this time. The 20 of Isaac Treese, the 1 of Trevor Baxter. Going to see what they can do from the front row. 20 has led the race the entire time, but he's got some stiff competition to his inside. We'll see. The pace truck is off. They're heading towards the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag back out once again from Bristol. The 20 with a stellar jump. And he's going to have to fight the 0-2 of Pacey Wygant, but I don't know if it'll be much of a fight, Christian.
No, the 20 looks like he knows what he's doing when it comes to manipulating the air to keep the 1 behind him. And I say air, I mean like mainly blocking the lane. It really isn't too much air blocking here at Bristol, but the 0-2 looking on the outside. The rubber's just not down on the track yet. Someone mentioned in the chat about the rubber on the track.
It'll be interesting to see over these 325 laps if we really start to see this track rubber in. It'll be something to pay attention to. The 0-2 does get by the 1 of Trevor Baxter to take that second spot over. And he might be trying to get back by the 20 here of Isaac Treese. Treese has been doing a good job so far with this lead. I will give him that, but they are chomping at the bit to get by him. Treese is 4th in points right now. Finished 7th in last week's race at Martinsville. 3 top 10s for him through 7 races. Not a bad season for the 20.
Not a bad one at all.
Oh, who's that? The 5 into the wall a little bit. Hopefully he didn't break a toe link. We saw how sensitive those are in real life. The 20 of Christopher Bell taps the wall, and his race was basically over. I had to take him out of my fantasy lineup.
You know, Jesse, today was one of those days I just didn't check my fantasy lineup during the race. I don't even know how I did ended up.
I can tell you I did the best out of our entire HMS TV fantasy league, so that's big props to me. I gotta say, folks, if you're out there in the chat right now and you haven't checked out HMS TV or the HMS TV website, HutchinsonMotorsportsTV.com, it's a heck of a place to go. You can see all sorts of stuff about the leagues we broadcast, our Cup Series information. That's coming up before we know it, Christian. We've only got probably about 3 weeks before that gets launched. I'm excited for that. All sorts of cool stuff there on the website.
Definitely indeed on that one. Looking forward to some upcoming events, like you said, the league itself.
Yeah, while we were chatting, I missed it. The one of Trevor Baxter did take the lead over. I did mention it earlier. He's won both times this league's come to Bristol last season, so we're going to have to see if he's going to make it a three-peat. The 02 of Pacey Wygant stays in the 2nd spot, but the 20 of Isaac Treese has moved back to 3rd. Moving back through the field a little bit, you see the 24, Will Hewitt there, passes the 16 of Joshua Switzer there on the outside. That was your battle back here for 13th. We've got about 25 people out on the track right now, out of 28 that did join us. Right now, Terry Orr, Scott Farrell, Roland Collette, Tommy Welch, all off the track. Going to be side by side for 5th, the 37 Ty Robertson, looking to the outside of the 28 of Danny Carpenter. Going to get that pass done fairly easily. We're going to see who's going to be saving tires here in stage 1, who is not, as we're about halfway through stage number 1.
Watching Danny Carpenter in the 6th position.
It's a pretty good battle up front here. Not really a side-by-side one, but they're catching some lap traffic quick, Chris. Words are hard. They're catching this traffic quick, Christian. It's gonna put an impact on this race, I'm sure.
Oh, definitely. I mean, the lap traffic pretty much, I wouldn't say, it happened fast in the Cup Series and definitely changed the course of the race, especially before that last caution, which actually resulted in 2 cautions. Gibbs was catching Blaney solely due to the lap traffic.
The 42, Chris Champolis, the first one to fall a lap down here under our green flag racing. They're coming up now on the 17, I believe. Or no, that's going to be, I'm not sure who that is. That's the other Champolis. That's George Champolis. Oh, and the 02 looking to the outside now, trying to make a pass for this lead as they're coming up on this traffic, Christian. Where is that 79 going to go?
Well, we're probably going to stay right there and defend his lap, which a lot of people won't like, as Pacey on the high side there. The one of Trevor Baxter looking low.
I will
The
say,
leaders won't like it, but he has the right to defend his lap there.
I will say the 79 here, who they're about to get by. Oh no, and the 02 gets turned.
That's going to cause a lot of
Oh,
turmoil.
and he got hit again.
Oh, man.
I was just about to say, Christian, the 79 that was in front of them there was already about 5 or 6 laps down.
Oh, well, then that makes it worse.
That
Get out of the way, dude.
That does make it worse. We go back up to the blimp to take another look here as the O2 of Pacey Wygant tows her to pit lane.
See some junk, need another glimpse. Here's a look from the Bubba Myers custom designs blimp.
No.
Yeah. And it's that was solely because of that lap car. He had to check up, and then he went a little high, and of course there was a car there. Oh, hard impact.
That was a double Champless. That was the other one. That was Chris Champless that came through and hit him again. So, man, anyone with the last name that starts with C, Pacey Wygant's not a fan of right now.
That's rough, man.
That's right on board.
Just to check up, and then gets turned, locks it down, does everything he can to save his car. Wham!
Well,
Let's
that's
see
our
it on
third
board from-
caution. Go ahead, Christian.
I wanted to see it on board from the other one, Chris Champless.
Let's see if we can get that for you here. Chris
Let's see if this
Champless
was
in the
a
42.
Arca break moment, or was it truly just a... Coming down the track slightly. I'm not going to fully say it, but might have been something more you could have done.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. We're going to go ahead and take our first break of the night. We'll be right back with you on the other side, folks. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchison Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick touch. Double check the steering wheel. Control.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motor.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back under green flag racing here at Bristol. Trevor Baxter with a great launch, and he is out to the lead just like that, Christian.
Good lead, too. I mean, that unfortunate turns of events that took Pacey out of this race. A very high contender now sitting probably with too much damage on pit road to repair. Definitely has the meatball here. So we go back to Cole Huff in the 5th position, having a good night so far, up 4 positions from where he qualified. Looking his way towards the front, but he is nowhere near the hard charger there, Jesse.
Speaking of hard charger, let's go ahead and pull that up for you. See who is. It's going to be Nicholas France. He's going to be in the 15th spot back here in that 17 car. After his early issues, he still has managed to bounce back, and here he is.
Yeah, I mean, some raw speed there tonight from Nicholas France, of course. In the 11th position, haven't really mentioned him too much, is going to be Joshua in that 16 machine.
Nicholas France, though, right now he's way back in the points. He's tied for 27th, but he had a top 5 finish last week. 2 top 10s, so he's trying to make his way back forward in the points, so we're going to have to see if he can do it. Heading back out towards the front. Ty Robertson trying to hold off that 66 of Shane Parrish. That's looking like it's going to be a good battle any second now.
Definitely a good-looking battle here, hopefully soon, but single filed out for now.
Here's a hornet's nest. We drop back a little bit, Christian. You got the 28 there. It's going to be Danny Carpenter on the bottom. He's fighting Daniel Best and Alan Duggar Duggar's been good at Bristol in the past, but not looking too hot tonight, although he is still in your top 10. I do believe he finished second to Baxter both times last season.
Still early in this race, a lot of racing to go, especially, you know, we haven't even ended stage 1 yet, Jesse. I mean, we're on lap 57 of 81.
It'll be here before we know it. Ty Robertson's flying right now, though, Christian. He just made the pass for second over Isaac Treese, and he's going to try to reel in Trevor Baxter here.
New Age Bandit always rooting on Ty in the chat. He's in there now.
Hey, you see him. He's cheering him on, like you said. We'll see if he has anything for this one of Baxter. As we all know, Trevor Baxter, 3 wins, I believe, already on the season in just 5 starts. He's trying to find a 4th here, but the 37 would love to take one away, I'm sure.
See some smoke possibly from somebody's motor sitting on pit road.
That is unfortunate. Of course, if you forget to shut your car off on pit road, you're going to end up in some serious trouble. We got a little bit of a lap traffic battle here. The 01 Jerky Boys, their car there, Hunter Bogdan, he's laps down, looking to the inside of the 8 of Michael Reeves, who is on the lead lap. As we're watching the 29 of James Nesta watch these two fight it out here.
James Nesta just trying to find his way around. Looking high, trying to follow Reeves. The 01, though, not letting up an inch.
He's doing the right thing, though. He's being patient. There's still plenty of time in this race. I mean, there's still well over 200 laps to go. So you don't want to try to do anything too early, although he's getting in the wall as well as the 8.
Comes down to the bottom of the track. Now we're going to be looking back there.
There he is.
I don't know what Jesse's doing, but...
Don't worry about it. I was indecisive, man. Had to get the best angle.
The best angle indeed. As James Nesta, this battle kind of single files out now. Neither one of them got around Bogdan, though, Jesse.
No, they didn't. That lapped car is flying for the 01. He's in the fight for the lucky dog spot, but right now that would go to the 27 of Josh Collins if the caution was to fly. Which it will here in 15 laps if we don't have anything else happen before that. But look at this lead, Christian.
A Larson-esque lead out here. If this was an Xfinity race and Kyle Larson was leading it to, quote, embarrass the field. But Trevor Baxter, slightly embarrassing the field right now.
He's giving it a shot here. With 15 to go in the stage, though, Christian, we're going to see, I think... Drunken Spider's telling me it's time to get the drone cam out there.
My, oh my. Let's get some drone. You know, you kind of read my mind. Thought you were going to let me pick the car, but...
No. Drunken Spider says this one's got to get looked at for sure.
This thing is all HMS TV'd out, man.
Easy dealing wheels and tires on all the BSR cars. Right there on the hood, you see HMS TV, world's #1 streaming service, Juicy Spider Studios. And right across the back, what's it say there, Christian?
There's later, losers. HutchSwizzleTV.com. And at the bottom it says, we support HMS TV.
BSR showing us some love. We do appreciate it. Thank you for that. And I mean, I gotta say thanks to Bubba Myers for whipping these paint schemes up for these guys. If you need a paint, find Bubba Myers on Discord at Bubba Myers Custom Designs, and he can get you hooked up with something as sweet as that 20 car, and the 66 car, and the 12 car, and the 13 car. Am I missing any?
And you know, I think you got them all, but you know, and they don't have to worry about this, Jesse, but if you are slow on the track like me, and like you lately, I don't know what's wrong with you, but as long as you have a Bubba Myers car, you look fast.
Yeah, you look good. If you might not drive good, but you definitely look good.
New Age Bandit making it known in the chat, saying he loves us, but I'm only seeing the car getting gapped by Ty, making a point.
Yeah,
that,
Ty
Trevor
Robertson
Baxter
is flying. We're going to see if he can catch Trevor Baxter at all. 7 to go here in stage number 1. They're hitting lap traffic. It's getting tough to navigate. Where is the 1 car? He's up there ahead of this group of about 4 cars, so it's going to be tough for the 37 with coming to 6 to go in the stage to be able to do anything here.
Yeah, I'd say unlike real life, real life people defend their lap, give the leader a hard time, and in second place they let on by. But in iRacing, there's no give or take for any position.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's getting sketchy, but we're going to see who can navigate it the best. Side by side here is going to be Colt Huff and Alan Duggar. This is for your top 5 spot for 5th. They're coming up on that same traffic that everybody else is battling here, so that's going to maybe throw a wrench in their plans. What a fight here. 12 of Alan Duggar's not willing to give it up. The Colt Huff gets a good run on the outside out of every corner. The 12 just wrapping that bottom. Just keeps enough speed up to stay side by side with the 08/25 of Huff, but we've got 2 to go here in stage number 1. Trevor Baxter looks like he's going to win this stage pretty easily here as long as nothing else goes wrong. Ty Robertson is looking strong in second. Isaac Treese, Shane Paris, Alan Duggar rounding out your top 5. As we're coming to the finish of the stage right here.
The car is begging Baxter for mercy, but Jesse, we talked about the BSR cars. Look at the side of Trevor Baxter's car.
It does say BSR there.
This official stage 1 winner is going to be Trevor Baxter. P2, Ty Robertson, and 3, Isaac Treese.
What's the 1 doing hitting pit lane this early, Christian? What's that about?
Oh, no. That's probably going to be a black flag for entering a closed pits.
I don't know what led to that decision, but it's probably something that we just don't know up here in the booth.
I don't see the black yet.
I'm confused. These guys are about to go through the first pit cycle of the evening. We're getting into stage number 2. We're going to go ahead and take our second break. We'll be HMS TV side by side. So don't go anywhere, folks. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you on the other side.
Todd Gilliland here. You're tuned into the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Discord channel so you never miss a moment of the action. Didn't America's crew chief already tell you that?
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is the world's #1 streaming service. From over-the-top calls to electrifying action, we bring it all to the table.
The whole field's chunking it. It's a drag race to the checkered flag in the air. Justin Thompson wins the Harpoon Design 500.
But the action doesn't just stop when the stream ends. Whether you're looking for a broadcaster or looking to secure your spot in our next special event, the best way to get a hold of us, and the only way to enter our exclusive events, is to join the HMS TV Discord server.
Don't get left on the trailer. What are you waiting for? Join the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Discord community today by scanning the QR code shown on your screen. We'll see you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, back here from Bristol, wrapping up our 4th caution. That one was for the stage. Your front row going to be Trevor Baxter, Daniel Best leading the field to green, Christian.
Pace truck is off, field is set. Baxter to the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag in the air as we have some chaos towards the back of the field, Jesse.
I was going to say, we've got a bunch of black flags. It's hard to keep up. I think we got 3 of them. Chris Essery, Tommy Osborne, a couple other people. They did just get cleared. I did notice that. So some interesting stuff happening here on this restart. Hopefully we don't see some carnage. I don't know if everybody got used to the green flag running. Might lead to some people overconfident here, Christian.
Yeah, maybe so, because these tires will take a little bit to come in. Just because you have that extra grip don't mean it's always going to be there. It will let go in a heartbeat.
As we watch the side-by-side battle, Ty Robertson, Colt Huff dueling here. Robertson going to be able to take that spot over, move up into 5th. But Christian, look at this 51 of Ed Ryan out of Ocala, Florida. He's up 17 spots here tonight. That's going to be your HMS TV hard charger for sure.
That's right. Going to be challenging Trevor Baxter if he can hold on to it. Mike Cox in the chat says, didn't Baxter go on a closed pit? Well, Mike, I'm going to be real with you. I have no clue.
Yeah, and Christian, I'm glad you didn't say his full name there in the YouTube chat. But, oh, look out, the 51 loses it and loops it in front of the whole field. Oh, look out.
No.
Oh, he doesn't get ARCA braked. He's probably thinking, Jesus, oh, well, there's still an opportunity here. Nope, we're good. Wow. Let's take a look from the blimp, Christian.
Just going to self-spin it there. The avoidance from the field was impeccable there.
Ooh. I had to see who that was in that orange car. It's the 28. Let's ride on board with him. Let's see what the 28 sees. Where's he at? There he is, Danny Carpenter. Oh, look out.
Very close there. Inches.
Managed to just sneak by. 51 Ed Ryan was running up there in 2nd. Now finds himself all the way back in 13th after his spin. Unfortunately, he's going to have to go back through the field one more time. Trevor Baxter, though, I'm sure he'd be okay with pacing the rest of the way. He's leading the way right now. Lap leaders go tonight. Trevor Baxter's led 61 of them out of our 94. Isaac Treese with the rest of the laps led. Ty Robertson, Pacey Wygant with a few of them. But the small majority for sure, Christian.
Mike in the chat, I just want to make a note about iRacing. If he did enter on a closed pit, iRacing would have 100% called it. If you saw the lights red on your end, I don't know if you're in the session or you saw it here on the broadcast, that's just client side based. You can't believe what you see there unless you're actually in his car, which of course, unless he's live streaming, you wouldn't see.
It is complicated with iRacing. Everything not always as it seems. As we pace here, caution number 5 on lap 95. Danielle reminding people in the chat to like, share, and subscribe. All important things that help HMS TV out. So we do appreciate it for sure.
Yeah, Jesse, we have 34 watching with 7 likes.
Christian, that math isn't mathing. What's going on there?
I mean, let's see how hard it is to like the video. And done. What? I mean,
dude, that took you like, what, 2 seconds?
Not even. So, and if you're watching on a TV, like I know some of our viewers do, pick up your remote, press the down arrow, and then press the right arrow, and then boom, you're on the like. Press that like button.
On the front row, restart next to Trevor Baxter's Daniel Best, 16th in points coming into tonight. Had a rough race last week. He's trying to bounce back. We'll see what he can do. Pace cars off. Green flag back out here at Bristol. The 1 of Baxter getting a good jump. The 20 of Isaac Treese going to try to find his way back forward. Not going to be able to do it. The 5 of Daniel Best is going to do his best to challenge the 1 of Trevor Baxter here. Bit of a battle here for 4th between Ty Robertson and Colt Huff. Once again, these two cannot get away from each other.
37 looking high. Looked to be a little loose off that turn. Maybe not, but going to be looking forward here. The 20 and the 5 in front of him with Trevor Baxter out front leading this thing.
If we look back at the field from the back end of Trevor Baxter's car, looks like some chaos back there, but everybody is keeping it fairly clean, I must say, for Bristol. The laps can tick off fast here if it stays green. You and me were talking about that before the race, because we were watching the real life cup race, and it's like, man, there's still like 200 something laps, and then it's all of a sudden it's like, oh, it's over.
Yeah, definitely. Bristol, I mean, they're turning 15-second laps here right now. 60 laps to go in the stage, Jesse.
We take a look here at the 13, Nicholas Godsey, formerly known as the ghost of Nicholas Godsey, formerly known as Nicholas Godsey. Currently running in... Don't ask me how it works, but he's running in 7th right now. He jumped up 8 spots last week after a 6th place finish at Martinsville. He even led some laps last week, led 25 laps at Martinsville. So he's got some good momentum right now, and he's trying to follow it up with another good run here as he's looking to get by the 25/08 of Huff. And oh, the 5 of Daniel Best got wicked loose.
Able to keep it straight for the most part there. He's got to get it, the tires back underneath him as the Ty Robinson on the top side there in that 37 machine. Daniel Best looking forward.
Oh, it's
the car behind him goes around.
Oh, we've
Confidence
got a
out. James Nesta. Mad Dog Motorsports. My, oh my. Sideways in the track, backing up. Hopefully he doesn't get smoked here. We know people tend not to want to lift.
Hell, Christian, let's play the jingle again. Who cares?
Some junk, need another glimpse. Here's a look from the Bubba Myers custom design split.
So,
Slide job.
so what I saw wasn't even the case. The car further James Nesta, I saw that red car that just exits screen left there. Get loose. I believe that was one of the
feel
BSR
like that
cars.
might have been Alan Duggar in the 12. I did see the same thing as you, and yeah, that looks like who it was. He just got loose out of the corner at the same time that was happening with James Nesta.
I thought for sure he was the car that brought the caution out, but no.
He saved it. He did a great job. Our 6th caution of the night. We're going to go ahead and take another short break. We'll be back with you on the other side. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button if you haven't done it yet. And don't go anywhere, folks.
Are you sick and tired of the endless scrolling on boring websites who just simply don't understand who you are? We've all been there. Well, look no more, because the world's #1 streaming service is now online. HutchinsonMotorsportsTV.com. We'll see you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, back with you once again for Bristol. Christian, we never did do a pick to win tonight, but I think we'd be silly to go with anyone but the one of Trevor Baxter.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jesse. I'm going to pick Ty Robertson. He's been looking good all night. Field is set. Pace car is off. Green flag in the air. They went to the Juicy Spider to restart zone. Can't forget our friends over at Juicy Spiders.
We're gonna have you're gonna have New Age Bandit in the chat, excited, Christian, about your pick to win. But I think there's no way I'm not picking Trevor Baxter. He's won both Bristol races last year. He's in the lead right now. He's led the most laps. I mean, if this was Vegas, his odds have to be ridiculous.
That's right.
Robertson's trying to hold on to it right now. He's getting loose.
He gets loose. Is that the commentator's curse?
I think we're literally watching it happen in real time. He's hemorrhaging spots right now as soon as you
Did
say
I just
that you pick him to
Danhausen
win.
Ty Robertson? I think I just Danhoused him, Jesse.
Yeah, and it doesn't help that Connor just mentioned Danhausen in the chat either. I think that could be part of it as well.
Well, unfortunately, Ty Robinson, I gotta say, you are cursed.
Brandon Sanders Racing in the chat saying Trevor Baxter put BSR on the side of his car so it adds 25 horsepower. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, these guys are always near the front, so that could actually be true, Christian.
Maybe so here. We're watching Danny Carpenter in the 9th position.
Yeah, Danny Carpenter, he's having a quietly good race. He just had that really good wreck avoidance a couple cautions ago, and right now he's fighting to hold on to the 9th spot with Alan Duggar, who's trying to bounce back after that little bit of a slide job we had earlier. Looks like Duggar's got a bit of a faster car right now, but he's on that outside lane, which doesn't seem to be preferred here tonight.
I heard tires squealing. We're clean and green. I don't see what it was, but there was definitely somebody sliding somewhere.
Robertson's trying to bounce back. What's going on in the chat, Christian?
I was going to say, Pug's here. You would have never guessed this, Jesse. She's picking Chris Essery to win.
Let's take a look at him. Back here, he's in 12th right now. He's down 4 spots from where he started, but he was literally involved in, I believe, the second wreck we had. So he's just kind of been trying to bounce back ever since out of Bakersfield, California. We'll see how many more spots he can gain here. We're about halfway through stage number 2, and he's on the back bumper of the 51 Ed Ryan.
You know, he may be down, but never count him out. He's definitely got some speed anywhere he goes.
I keep jumping back to Ty Robertson, but Christian, he keeps being in the most battles so far tonight. He's always seeming like he's fighting somebody for a spot. The 5 of Daniel Best, now he's trying to hold off that 13 of Nicholas Godsey. We're going to see if he can do it. The 1 and the 20 kind of running away.
13 looking to the inside of the 5 there, slides up the track and gets almost into his door there. We definitely had a door-to-door battle here in the door-to-door racing league presented by Mars Properties. Look at Ty Robertson's surge here.
Yeah, we went to his camera to watch the battle happen in front of him, but now he just kind of became part of the battle. He's side by side right now with the 13 of Godsey. And yes, much thanks to Mars Properties for being a partner here with the door-to-door racing league.
God Power, oh yeah, in the chat says, I had something for Baxter. Just got some bad luck with the lap traffic. I'm going to take a guess that's the O2.
Oh, look at the slide. That was Daniel Best getting sideways, managed to save it. Oh my God, look out, he's almost pinching the 08. The 5 of Daniel Best was running up front. I think he might have heated up his tires a little too much, Christian. That thing's a handful.
And the 66 goes up and gives him a little bump too.
Shane
Daniel
Paris
Best is
trying to
just a
push the
pinball.
issue. He's going to get by him. 5 is losing spots right now. He was running good, and that thing got loose. And you and me both know when your tires get hot how hard it can be to recover sometimes, because you got to baby it a little bit. Cool them
Jesse,
tires
I never abuse my tires.
We take a look at the 41 Michael Kurtzlick right behind the 5 of Daniel Best. You and me have raced plenty of times with the 41 in the Monday night series, the Wheels America Racing Cup series. He's having an okay night so far. Up 9 spots, sitting in 9th right now.
Yeah, definitely has a history of Michael Kurtzlick there.
He's 11th in the points coming into tonight. Finished 12th last week, so looking to have a little bit better race. Moves up into the 8th spot now.
It's around the 5 of Daniel Best, who hopefully could start, reeling that back in. Definitely had a strain of bad luck there. Moving up to the 68 of Shane Parrish here.
Parrish himself sitting 10th in points and had a rough Martinsville race. Ended up leaving the race early, finished 25th in the race results there. But out of his other 4 races, 3 top 5s. So Parrish is quick, and right now he's sitting in the top 5 here at Bristol. What a lead for Baxter, almost up to a second now over the 20 of Isaac Treese. You got to wonder.
Driving away with it.
Yeah, he is driving away with it. You got to wonder if the 02 of Pacey Wygent was the only one that had something for the 1 of Baxter. Of course, he is now out of this race, so we're going to have to wait and see. Drunken Spider in the chat says, let's go, Essery. He's cheering Chris on.
Hunter Bogdan is in the chat telling everybody taking bottom. I don't know if he's struggling or he's just letting some lap cars by. I don't know what he's got going on.
Yeah, I believe he's in your lucky dog spot right now, so he doesn't want anybody to get into him. He just wants to see a caution fly that doesn't involve him.
Struggling. He's struggling, Jesse. He was just all the way up into the wall.
Yeah, he is not in your lucky dog position. He's just having a rough time. You are right.
Oh.
Folks, you can't hear it at home, but he is literally every single car that comes up to him, he's telling him to pass him on the bottom. Beautiful communication from the 01 Hunter Bogdan.
There's Chris Essery on the screen, currently in the 10th position, now battling fading Daniel Best there. Daniel Best, continues to fall back. Look at the speed, or probably the lack thereof, that Best had off the turn there. Chris Essery moving up to the 9th position and continuing forward.
That was an expert crossover out of the 4 of Chris Essery there, of the Juicy Spider Studios machine. As this stage is coming towards the end, I do believe Drunken Spider, he just hit me up. He says he wants to see the drone on that 4 car. What do you think, Christian?
I just checked my phone. He says, tell Jesse to check his phone. So, yeah.
That does track. We get a closer look here at Chris Essery. Juicy Spider Studios on the car. Highside Podcast, Bubba Myers Custom Designs also featured. It's a sharp looking Ford Mustang there, Christian. He's making his way into the top 10 finally tonight.
That is a beautiful machine.
He's got a win sticker on it already, Christian. Did he get a win in door-to-door here? Did he win Daytona? That's right.
Absolutely. He's actually, I'm pretty sure, hasn't he won one since then, too?
I can't confirm if he has. I know that he won on a Monday night race driving his number 20 car. I can't confirm if he did.
Pull up the point standings, Jesse.
Here. Well, let's take a look here. Chris Essery, 1 win here in the door-to-door season. Trevor Baxter with 3. Roland Collette with 1. And Paul Danino way down there in 19th. I don't know if he's even out here tonight. He has a win. Blake Hutchinson is in the chat. Just got to the hotel from Bristol.
Welcome in there, Blake.
Tell him, Christian. Tell him it's been a flawless stream and nothing has went wrong.
Well, I wouldn't lie to the boss.
Right, exactly. We'll just forget about the part that the entire starting grid didn't work for no reason. That doesn't count. That was before the race.
Count?
That was before the race, Christian. The races went fine.
Blake just sent me a text message saying we're going to have a company-wide meeting come Monday, and you know what that means, Jesse.
Well, we'll have to see what it means. The 17 of Nicholas France. He's your HMS TV hard charger right now, up 14 spots. Working on the 29 of James Nesta now. Looks to the inside. They are door-to-door, no pun intended.
You mean presented by Mars Properties?
They are door-to-door presented by Mars Properties, the 17 and the 29. That's your closest battle on the track right now is between these two guys. Looks like the 29 and Nesta is going to hold the 17 off for now. The 24 there is lap down, I believe. That is going to be Will Hewitt. He is your lucky dog right now. The 29 of Nesta gets loose, and he's going to lose that spot to the 17 Nicholas France after all that fighting.
Trevor Baxter battling no one for the lead right now. Coming up on some more lap traffic. Jesse, 13th and up are the only people on the lead lap. If you're 13th or back, you are a lap or more down.
As we're on board with your leader, Baxter, he's doing exactly what he needs to do. He's just being patient. He's navigating the traffic when he comes across it. We're looking back at the 8 of Michael Reeves, who I believe is 2 laps down. So he's got some work to do. The 20 of Isaac Treese, though, is not out of the picture just yet.
Not out of the picture, but he's definitely on the bottom right-hand corner of it.
Yeah, the picture is definitely getting smaller and smaller. The gap is getting bigger and bigger. It officially is about to be a 1-second lead for the one of Trevor Baxter. We take a look back here at 5th, though. Boy, this is confusing, if anything. The 66, 13, and 12 all right here. 4th, 5th, and 6th. This is your closest group in here on the track. That's a lie. We go back here. Colt Huff trying to fight with the 41 of Michael Kurdzlik. There's a lot of good battles. It's hard to know which one to look at, but right now we're going to pay attention to Alan Duggar and Nicholas Gazzi here.
Someone needs to make the Spider-Man gif of them all pointing at each other.
Oh, we got lap traffic here, Christian. This could impact this battle. 22
Always
of Travis Hollins.
At Bristol. This 12 gets into the wall, looking at the inside of that lap car there. The 22 staying high, but 13 either laying back or lost some momentum when they got into the wall and had to check up. The ghost of Nicholas Gazzi.
Oh,
look out! The 5 getting turned by the 17, which stay green. We're going to have to rewind that. See, the 5's loose still.
He does keep it straight. If we get to the end of the stage, we'll have to remember to go back and take a look at that. We're going to keep it going with 4 to go here in stage number 1, but that was definitely right when we switched the camera to it. Some action definitely happened. Look at this battle for 7th between Michael Kurdzlik and Colt Huff here.
25. Colt Huff got into the back of the 41 there.
These two
Looking
guys
high.
trading some paint for sure.
41 sliding up. He's going to get all into the back bumper of them there. Side by side through the turn they go. Down the backstretch. Colt Huff not able to clear the position just yet as we look out front here. Baxter must have gotten to some major traffic as Treese is there, Jesse.
Yeah, this is the end of the stage coming up right here out of turn 4. It looks like Baxter is going to win it, but it got close there at the end. Baxter must have got caught up in some traffic. That's going to make it official. Trevor Baxter sweeps both the stages. Once the caution flies out, we'll go back and take a look at what happened with Daniel Best. Once the caution comes out.
Once the caution comes out.
Once we throw the stage caution.
The caution is going to come out for the end of stage 3, 2. Excuse me.
Right now. Right now. Christian, I don't know if anyone even noticed.
I don't think anyone on the track.
Imagine if something happened to the one right now and he just loses the stage to win, technically. What is happening, Christian?
I really can't answer that.
Guys, we're trying to go back and take a look at a replay. The stage is over. Throw the yellow.
The stage is at the end of 181, apparently.
Is that different from what I saw? I do believe they, yeah, it does say in the information I had, 161 was the end of stage 2.
And apparently the flyer also agrees as the caution is out, hopefully not for incident and actually for...
Oh, God, my brain hurts.
Oh, my gosh. So apparently there's been 2 information sent out. Half the drivers were expecting 161, half the drivers were expecting 181. So, my oh my.
Well, folks, listening to that, Christian, tell me if you can figure out what exactly is going on. We're going to try to go back here and see what happened to the 5 of Daniel Best that we were looking at earlier from the Bubba Myers Custom Designs blimp. Oh, and the 17 just smoked him.
Was it a checkup? I don't know, but my oh my.
5 had to wheel that thing to save it. He had to save it about 3 times, but he kept it straight.
So Jesse, what happened with the stage debacle? The flyer that was released earlier this week said 161. However, during the drivers' meeting, it was stated 181. So I don't know what went wrong, when it went wrong, but that's just what happened. It was just a flyer versus drivers' meeting debacle.
Yeah, you got to wonder if it was 2 people with different information, or if the flyer was just straight up wrong, or if somebody made the flyer thinking it was supposed to be 161. But nonetheless, I
know whose fault it was.
Yes, sir.
Daryl Young's. It was Daryl Young's fault.
You know, you're probably right, Christian. But nonetheless, I think that was a caution for the quote-unquote stage with the confusion. So I believe we're going to give it to the one of Trevor Baxter. But at the same time, I think the 20 of Isaac Treese was ahead at the time of the yellow. So I'm just going to be honest, folks. I don't know.
Well, Bristol-esque, this caution is not going to last long. We're about to go racing here. Probably like 173 of 325 remaining. So
Isaac Treese currently in your first position. A couple of wave around cars in front of him. That's Hunter Bogdan and the 44 Tommy Osborne. Going to get laps back whenever the lights are off on the pace car. And we go 1 to green. Could be a key difference here, the 20 being the control car heading into this restart, Christian. It could mean we have a new leader for the first time in a while.
We'll see how long that lasts, Jesse. I don't know. I'm still rooting for Ty Robertson, but because of course he got cursed by Danhausen, so.
Let's ride on board, Ty, for this restart here as we're getting ready to go. Pace car is off into the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag is back out from Bristol. Look at the launch from the 1 of Baxter. Gonna start right next to the 20 of Isaac Treese up there.
And Ty Robertson is falling. He's fading fast. New Age Bandit's not going to be too happy with me.
Whoa, the 20 loops it!
I don't think there was even contact. We'll have to see it again, but
somebody's unhappy about something. I don't know if it's related to the 20 or if there was some other incident because of the caution. But
I think someone got ARCA braked.
Let's play it again, Christian, because the people do love it.
See some junk, need another glimpse. Here's a look from the Bubba Myers Custom Designs blimp.
So there's the spin. And you see the car's just checking up there. Oh my gosh. The 17, is that the 17 again?
Let's rewind it here. Looks like, was it the 34 maybe?
Might be the 34.
Scott Farrell. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah.
Oh, spins him out.
He saves it. I don't know about the frustrated reaction in the chat, but I do understand it in a way. As we jump back live, Trevor Baxter, now your new leader once again after the 20 of Isaac Treese looped it around. And folks, I think we're going to go ahead and take another break here tonight. If you're watching and you haven't hit the subscribe button, go ahead and do it. Hit that like button as well. We'll see you right on the other side of this break. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchison Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Number 10, steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish! Too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, back with you for Bristol. Restart number 9 in the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag is back out at Bristol, and Trevor Baxter gets a great launch into turn 1. But Nicholas Godsey in that 13 HMS TV machine going to do his best to stick to his outside here, Christian.
One not necessarily on the line, not really giving him all the room he could there. As the 13 is going to work his way around, that goes to Nicholas Godsey, is your new race leader for now. Trevor Baxter is going to go side by side with a hard charger. Ty Robertson going to go to the outside there, poking out, trying to take the lead from the ghost of Nicholas Godsey.
The 37 looks like he has 100 more horsepower than these other guys all of a sudden. He's looking to the outside. Look at the speed he's got. He takes the lead over out that corner. Let's see if he can actually clear the 13, though.
And he does. Is he able to hold it down? He's making that top side work. The top line has came in as side by side, door to door, down the backstretch they go. Your new race leader at clearing is the 37 of Ty Robertson.
HMS TV on the deck lid of that 37 as we look back at more HMS TV in that 13 there of Godsey. A lot of support out there on the track for HMS TV. We do appreciate it.
HMS TV just on just about, I say, most of the cars.
Absolutely. And if you haven't done it, we've mentioned it already. We'll mention it again tonight. Make sure you go to HutchinsonMotorsportsTV.com for any information you might need as far as the Cup Series that we're starting goes, as far as the leagues we run go. I mean, heck, even if you need some sick pictures of your ride, Christian.
HMS TV Cinematography is the way to go, Jesse. And let me tell you, those beautiful 1080p photos are the best, right?
1080p. That's
excuse me,
some loser stuff.
Excuse me, 4K photos.
That's still really gross, Christian.
What?
Yeah, we can do better than that.
What do you have?
HMS TV Cinematography takes 8K photos, Christian.
8K?
Yeah, that's like twice as much as 4K.
I don't even have $8 in my pocket right now, much less 8K.
Well then, unfortunately, Christian, you can't afford HMS TV Cinematography. But nonetheless, if you're looking for some sick pictures of your ride, hit us up on Discord. We'll get you hooked up.
Brandon Sanders Racing in the chat has a deal for any driver in the field, apparently. He'll pay any driver $10 to add HMS TV to their car for the league.
I mean, that's not a bad deal. If I was a driver out there, I'd definitely take him up on the offer for sure. Meatball flag for the 54 of Terry Orr. Christian, he's had a rough race since the beginning.
He's on pit road. He's been on pit road for 19 minutes, so I bet his motor just blew.
Well, I'm surprised he's only been on pit road for 19 minutes, because if I remember correctly, which I have a great memory, Christian, I can definitely remember what I did yesterday, but nonetheless, oh, caution is out.
No.
As I'm rambling, we had an issue. Joshua Switzer is junk.
Salem Motorsports car slow on the apron. We're going to have to see what happened. Jesse, play the jingle.
You want the jingle, Christian? Let's do it.
See some junk, need another glimpse. Here's a look from the Bubba Myers Custom Designs blimp.
Don't mind, we
It's
are
so
in
beautiful.
half speed here, but we'll see what happened to the 16 of Joshua Switzer. Looks like it's just going to be a...
Slide job. That's indeed. As a super chat comes in, we're watching Joshua Switzer slide to a stop there. I mean, we're going to have to call in Drunken Spider for this one there, Jesse.
I do see that. We jump back live. Ty Robertson leads the way. But right behind him is 13, Nicholas Godsey in second. Let's take a closer look here with the Juicy Spider drone cam. See what we can see on that 13. What a smooth shot we can get on these drone cams, Christian.
Beautiful. The best shots in the business come from the Drunken Spider drone cam. Juicy Spiders on X, formerly known as Twitter. If you need anything, go check them out as far as graphical design goes. And if you want to look this good on the track, Jesse, what do you got to do?
You can see it right here, actually. We get a zoomed in look here. You go to Bubba Myers Custom Designs. Find him on Discord at Bubba Myers Custom Designs, or just come to our Discord if you need the help to find him. He can get you hooked up with a paint. Might not look as good as this, because this is great looking, but he can definitely hook you up with a good looking paint. This is tough to beat, though, Christian, I'll be honest.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think Drunken Spider's just showing off now.
At least he's not trying to land it on the hood or something. I mean,
I think he just heard you, Christian. I think he's going to go for it.
oh. Another super chat in there. New Age Bandit talking to Ty Robertson said, "You got it, man. Number 37 supremacy."
Lands it right on the windshield. I mean, this is just crazy. We are 1 to green, though, heading out of the final corner. Or heading into the final corner, rather, before we go back. Green flag racing. Their front row going to be Ty Robertson, Nicholas Godsey. Pace truck is off. And we're getting ready to go green for the 10th time, Christian. Green flag is back out. The 13 was asleep. And the 37 gets a great jump into turn 1. Look at the speed out of Shane Parrish. Where'd he come
Parrish
from?
out of nowhere. Look at the field of red up there.
Holy smokes.
Side-by-side battle for the lead here.
Yeah, the 66/68 is Shane Parrish. He's officially going to clear him, take the lead over. I do believe that's the first time tonight that Shane Parrish has led a lap. It is indeed, so good for the 68. I mean, I don't know where he came from on that restart. It's looked like he had like 1,000 more horsepower than the other guys. He flew right up to the back bumper of that 37, managed to get by him, make it look fairly easy.
There's a sea of red is surrounding Ty Robertson here. BSR drivers all around him. Ty Robertson is the lone man out right now.
As we watch this battle from onboard Nicholas Godsey here, we're getting ready to cross the 200 lap mark. 125 more left here tonight. Trevor Baxter swept your stages, but right now finds himself back in 5th. So he's going to have some work to do to get back to this lead. He's got some traffic to navigate. In fact, you can see him right here behind Nicholas Godsey in that Red Bull car. I've said it a couple times tonight, but Baxter has the best odds to win tonight by far. He won both door-to-door racing league races at Bristol last year. The man who finished second in both those races happens to be one spot behind him, ironically enough, and Alan Duggar in the 12th.
Keeping an eye on him. I never mind shouting out a good cause there. Catherine Jones in the chat stating that April is Functional Neurological Disorder Awareness Month, which apparently I had to do a little bit of research. It's dedicated to raising visibility for a common, often misunderstood, under-researched nervous system condition. So do some research onto that, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, Catherine, for mentioning that, for sure. Christian, with 120 laps left in this race tonight, I will say I'm kind of not sure what the fuel situation looks like for these guys. I don't know if you have any sort of information on that, but I'd be interesting to know if these guys could make it to the end from here or not.
I know that cars go vroom.
Well, that is a very good point, as we're about to have a 3-car battle for the lead, potentially. Isaac Treese in the 20, making his way up towards the front, as well as the one of Trevor Baxter. It's about to get sketchy up here, Christian.
Sketchy indeed. 37 looking to the inside of the 66. They're going to almost be 3 wide. It's Winnie. Doesn't make it there. The 37 side by side down to the turn. They go on the bottom. Not going to be able to clear him as the 20 looks on. The 68 of Shane Parrish. Look at the launch the 20 had to turn. This is some great racing out here, out front.
You can see the 20 gets a good run through the corner, but the 66 and 37 using that high line just drive away out of the corner. Now the 20's got to deal with the one of Baxter on his outside.
The 20 has some great turn speed, but nothing down to speed there. Is the one looking out front, trying to join this 4-car battle. Here comes the 13. Says, let's make this a 5-way.
I'm starting to lose count, Christian. The 66 of Shane Parrish is hoping they can keep battling behind him and he can maybe grow a lead, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
The 20 looks out front here, side by side, cars out front. There's BSR machines there with the 37 trying to ruin the party. The one of Trevor Baxter also has BSR on board there. This is a 5-car battle. This is anyone's race, anyone's lead right now.
Yeah, the 37's absolutely surrounded by BSR machines right now. He's looking like a certain meme that I can't speak of here on the channel, but this side-by-side battle for the lead is getting intense.
Jesse's trying to change the rating as this battle still marches on. The 20 gets ever so slightly loose there, falls back and able to recover in the turn. I tell you, the 20's mid-turn speed is just impressive.
This is almost reminding me exactly like the finish of the real-life Cup race with the inside and outside lanes battling. That was Blaney and Ty Gibbs dueling it out. Shane Parrish trying to do his best Ty Gibbs impersonation.
Still side by side for the lead. So we're watching this battle. They're talking in the chat. Connor Gerard mentioned, or Catherine and Connor Gerard were talking that April is also Autistic Awareness Month. In the chat, Brandon Sanders also talking about the Ty Robertson being surrounded by BSR.
I mean, we take a look from Trevor Baxter's view here of this battle. He's got a good angle on it for sure as he gets next to the 37 of Ty Robertson. Going to see if he can make a pass move up into third, but they stay side by side for the lead. This is some great racing here, Christian. They're getting close to each other, but I don't think they've touched once this entire time.
You don't see too many battles on iRacing that lasts this long without contact. I mean, you're looking at some of the best drivers that I've seen on, in this league. Some of the best in the service here, working their way around each other.
Folks, just a reminder, there's still like 25 other cars on the track, but I can't take my eyes away from this fight for the lead because it's just so interesting right now between the 20 and the 66. And then, of course, and the 37 and 1 door each other back there.
I knew the contact was coming. And let me tell you, though, this is the only battle for position is 1 through 7. And You practically see them on your screen right here.
Trevor Baxter got loose there out of that last corner, kept it straight. He's going to jump up in front of the 12 of Duggar, kind of protect his spot and kind of recover a little bit before he makes another offensive. Ty Robertson with some good momentum. He's looking to get beside the 20 of Isaac Treese. And Shane Parrish, I think right now he's just wishing everybody else would go away in his mirror.
If you're just tuning in, I promise you we did not just have a restart. This has been going on for a while. Side by side, you know, double back racing here as Ty Robertson had to get out of it there and regroup as he almost got into the back of the 20 hard. Able to not do that as the 20 launches through the turn, still mentioning the corner speed of Isaac there. It kind of hurts him on the stretch, but mid-corner, the 20 is just flying.
And you can tell he likes the high side. He's only going to the low side in an effort to make the pass, but just then when the 66 was able to clear him, he went up to the high side. The 20 getting loose there. That's the last thing you want to do is get too caught up battling in this little fight here, burn your tires up, and then you might start hemorrhaging spots. We saw something similar happen to the 5 of Daniel Best. He was running up front, probably top 3, burned his tires up, and then, I mean, he was just getting passed left and right, Christian. So we're going to have to keep an eye out, see if these guys are protecting their tires here throughout this intense fight.
Less than 100 laps to go now. If you're looking through the field trying to find who's on the lead lap, you only have to look back to the 13th position. 13th and back is 1 lap down. Multiple cars out of this race. It's been a tough one on these competitors here tonight. As the battle for the lead still continues, you have the 66 on cars, actually the 68 of Shane Parrish with Isaac in the 20 machine. The 1, Trevor Baxter, your leader just about all night long, looking on to this battle, trying to make his way back up. Behind them, you have Duggar joining this battle. Adeline Duggar and Ty Robertson looking there. You see them side by side battling for the 5th position. Behind them, I keep going back, ladies and gentlemen, you have Nicholas Godsey and Colt Huff battling for position there. Colt Huff just back. That battle has been decided for now, but Colt Huff not being denied.
Now we get into the traffic, Christian. This is where things are going to start to get interesting. They got to navigate their way around George Chambliss.
This is where this tough battle is going to really struggle as Trevor Baxter makes a pass for the lead out of nowhere.
68 of Shane Parrish goes from the lead possibly to 3rd here in 1 corner. Alan Duggar's trying to follow that 1 of Baxter. Alan Duggar is your points leader, but we've mentioned it several times tonight already. I'm going to keep saying it. Trevor Baxter, he won both Bristol races last season. He swept the stages here tonight, finds himself back out front. Alan Duggar finished 2nd to him both races last season at Bristol. So will the trend continue here tonight is the question. Less than 90 or just about 90 laps to go here tonight.
Let's talk about the racing from 1 all the way back to 11th, Jesse. I mean, the entirety of them, no one is more than half a second apart from each other.
Christian, I say let's enjoy some of it from trackside.
Yeah, let's do that.
That guy's in a bit of a risky spot there.
Oh, we don't care. I mean, yeah, he is.
Oh, God, I think he definitely just got clipped, Christian.
Good. I meant, tragic.
I'm beginning to think you're a little bit of a psychopath, Christian.
Jesse, how long have you knew me?
That is a fair point for sure. Trevor Baxter, though, out to the lead. 90 laps left to go here in this one. We're going to go ahead and step aside, but you're not going to miss a second of the action because we're going to be HMS TV side by side. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back after a short break.
Todd Gilliland here. You're tuned into the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Discord channel so you never miss a moment of the action. Did America's crew chief already tell you that?
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is the world's #1 streaming service. From over-the-top calls to electrifying action, we bring it all to the table.
The whole field's chunking it. It's a drag race to the checkered flag in the air. Justin Thompson wins the Harpoon Design 500.
But the action doesn't just stop when the stream ends. Whether you're looking for a broadcaster or looking to secure your spot in our next special event, the best way to get a hold of us, and the only way to enter our exclusive events, is to join the HMS TV Discord server.
Don't get left on the trailer. What are you waiting for? Join the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Discord community today by scanning the QR code shown on your screen. We'll see you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, back here live from Bristol, lap 252 of 325. We're heading towards the end of this race, and Trevor Baxter is leading the way, Christian.
Trevor Baxter out front, working his way through some lap traffic. Very, easily picking him off. Taking a look at him there, moving up front there. The battle that was is kind of broken up. We do have a battle brewing back here for the 7th position. Colt Huff, the 25 machine, trying to reel in Ty Robertson, but behind him, Michael Kerjalik getting real close to him.
I mean, there's some battles all over the place right now as they're dealing with some lap traffic there.
Looking out front of the nose of Michael Kerjalik there. Looking to the inside of oh my gosh. I can't even talk. I thought he was for sure going to hit him there. He keeps it off of him though as they head through the turn.
Ty Robertson getting past some lap traffic there. That's the 79. That's going to be George Chambliss there. 37. Ty Robertson been having a good run, much to the happiness of New Age Bandit in the chat.
We just saw the battle of it was Chris Essery trying to get around some loud traffic. They ended up 3 wide for the moment.
Yeah, it can get
Side
sketchy
by
with
side
the
up
lap
here.
traffic here at Bristol because you just got to really hope that everybody holds their lane the way they're supposed to.
This is your side-by-side battle for the 7th position.
Michael Kurdzlik, Ty Robertson dueling it up. Look at now, don't look too much now. Colt Huff trying to get his way into that battle. Then you see the 9 behind them, Roland Collette. He's been a lap down, several laps down this entire race pretty much.
As we take a look away from this battle, looking up front, Trevor Baxter getting reeled in by the 68 of Shane Parrish there. We're going to be having a battle here soon for the lead.
Yeah, 68, aka 66 of Shane Parrish has been trying to reel him in. Last lap, they were about the same speed, but this lap, he's looking like he's definitely gaining on that one. He's getting towards the back bumper now.
Going on board, looking at him on the inside there, not able to make it.
On my end, we're looking out the driver's side window net. I'm not sure what that was about.
Oh, I don't know. That was weird.
I don't know. We're gonna see. There's some difference with the cameras between your end and my end, but nonetheless, I think it's gonna work out. But this battle, we're gonna have to hope it works out. Trevor Baxter, Shane Parrish about to go to war here.
Side by side for the lead. And the 68 just falls back. Man, as the 12th, Alan Duggar is trying to insert himself into this battle, Jesse.
Yeah, Duggar is moving on up. I think the 66/68 of Parrish just gassed it up a little bit too much out of the corner. That was all it took.
As we look back through the field, let's go back to the 7th position. Cole Huff battling right here with Michael Kurdzlik. Tight battle right here, side-by-side racing for the 7th position. Looking on back, Nicholas France back here with the 29th. This is like the last cars on the lead lap back here. 34 is a lap car.
James Nesta hanging tough on the outside in that 29, not letting the 17 by easy.
They are trading positions in that lap car, not making it easy on them. Going back up here to Colt Huff. Michael Kurdzlik has not let him breathe a minute, as the 9 is a lap car behind them.
It's kind of single-filed out a little bit right now at the moment, but I don't think that's going to be how this thing finishes. We're getting towards about 55 laps left in this thing as we watch Ty Robertson once again out of Coleman, Alabama. He had a challenge for the lead earlier.
That's right. As we take a look at Shane Parrish's gap, he's still trying to reel in the race leader of Trevor Baxter here. So you see a lot of lap traffic as we go to the nose cam of Trevor. See all that lap traffic. They're 3 wide in front of him. And there's that side-by-side battle we mentioned up here. It was James Nesta. The leader is approaching this battle with Hunter Bogdan behind them too.
Yeah, it's going to get sketchy.
You saw how close it was, Jesse.
He's going to have to hope to God they get it sorted out by the time he gets there. I will say, Christian, I think we're going to have to avoid onboard cameras for the moment. I think it's just something to do with we don't have the same packs, but nonetheless, Trevor Baxter, Shane Parrish is right on his back bumper. All it's going to take is one mistake out of a lapped car or one bad break with the traffic, and the one could lose this lead quick. In fact,
oh my gosh,
Shane Parrish might not even wait. He's looking to the inside of the one already.
Now would be the time to do it before you get to the hard battling lap traffic there. They're not going to give you an inch there. 66 on the inside with the 1.
17 was right on the back bumper of the 29 and Nesta in front of him. Oh, and the 66 gets into the 17.
And the 17, you know, that's a lap car. I mean, a lead lap car there. Here goes the 1 around him. Now the 66 going to have to make the same pass there as the 29 car. The 17 is fading. Here comes the 66 around him. The 1 looking to the inside of the 29. That's the 29 of James Nesta. Trying to defend his lap. Not going to be able to, as here comes Trevor Baxter around him.
Alan Duggar's doing a good job following these guys through this traffic. He hasn't slipped back. He might be just out of view for now, but he is right there, ready for one of these guys to make a mistake.
Speaking of battling here, Michael Kirchlick with the 37 of Ty Robertson, who fell back side by side with him, trying to make it work. And then, you know, Trevor Baxter is on the leader is on the other side of the track, but he's going to keep his eyes set. Excuse me, I clicked the wrong button there. But this Chris Essery is going to be your next car on the lead lap. My, oh my, this race is getting crazy. As the yellow flag comes out, George Chimpelos here slides to a stop.
Towed the thing to pit road, Christian. Let's go back and see what happened.
He's on the hot side. Oh, gosh. Oh, big wreck there with the 9 getting involved.
It just gets smoked. I think he was just slower than those guys. Lap traffic. That's all it took.
Yeah, one more time. 9. '79 kind of bounced off the wall there, sending Roland Collette for a ride there that he wasn't looking forward to.
I mean, Roland's already had a rough enough night, so what more could hurt the 9 there of Roland Collette? But nonetheless, we are under caution for the 8th time here tonight. We're getting down towards the end. Only 40 laps to go probably when we get back green flag racing. But we're going to take another quick break. Be back with you on the other side. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back live here from Bristol, and no, you're not seeing quadruple. There are 4 BSR cars starting this one from the front 2 rows. Green flag is back out at Bristol as they go through the Juicy Spider restart zone. That's going to be the 66 of Shane Parrish with the lead, but for how long? Alan Duggar looks to the inside temporarily. Isaac Treese and Duggar got to battle it out for second now, Christian.
Thank God for roof numbers. That's all I can say as we're watching this battle here. So 68 leading this thing out front, side by side battle for second. It's going to be the 12 and the 20. I hear somebody slide. We stay green for now. As Trevor Baxter is going to go side by side with the 13 for the 3rd position here. Caution is out. My ears did not deceive me, Jesse. Roland Collette's
in the track. Bad night gets even worse somehow. I didn't think it was possible. Folks, I think we're going to get another jingle out of this one here.
See some junk, need another glimpse. Here's a look from the Bubba Myers custom designs blimp.
Well, we don't want to see him on pit road. We want to replay. Come on here. There we go. Just a self spin.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Watch out. Watch out. Whoa. How did everyone miss him? I thought we were about to have an RKO out of nowhere there. Slide job. Indeed.
Nothing much to it. The 9 of Collette finds himself junked. And we are paced once again.
This is getting out of hand in a hurry now towards the end of the race here.
I don't know what's going on in the driver chat, Christian, but I'm kind of concerned.
I'm going to try to pretend I didn't hear that.
It's probably for the best. Folks, tell us in the chat who you think is coming away with this win. Is the one Trevor Baxter the odds-on favorite? Is he going to fight back through the field, or is it going to be one of these beautiful BSR HMS TV rides? Let us know what you're thinking in the chat. Christian, how many people we got watching right now?
We have, let me give a refresh for an accurate number. 32 people watching, 14 likes, Jesse.
We need to bump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
I'm watching everyone. I don't know if it's a fuel saving, trying to get those tires cool, but everyone's driving on the apron throughout the entire field, it seems, Jesse.
Yeah, it's just some iRacing cheesiness to get your tires cooled off. That's all it is once the lights go off on the pace truck here, they're probably going to make their way back up to the racing surface.
Get those tires clean now. You picked up all that rubber. You're not going to like it on restart.
We'll see. They probably know better than we do, Christian, but we're going to have to see what happens here on this restart. Christian, take them green.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Door-to-Door Racing League presented by Mars Properties. We're later on in this race here at Bristol. This is the 11th caution coming to a close. The pace truck going to take that hard left-hand turn down pit road. Ladies and gentlemen, we hope to solve this race here as they make their way to the Juicy Spider restart zone. Green flag back in the air here at Bristol. 20 didn't get a good start there.
No, he did not. He's going to slip back a couple spots. Who is this? A new challenger here in your top five. Is Colt Huff in the 25/08 has found his way into this BSR sandwich. We're going to see what he can do. Shane Parrish is hoping that he can continue to extend this lead here as we look back from his car.
What a view that is in the rear camera here of Shane Parrish. As we approach the 25 laps to go, we got 8 more laps till the 25 lap to go marker.
It's going to be over before we know it if it stays green. That is the key part of that. And as I say it, the caution comes out. Ty Robertson is in the fence.
Danhausen did this.
Chris Essery potentially involved here. Nope.
Ty Robertson's going to lose it out of the turn. That is not like Ty Robertson to lose it like that. I'm sure glad a commentator didn't pick him to win and curse him.
Yeah, no, who would have done that?
Yeah. Jesse, the concession stand is buy one, get 2 off. I'm gone. Bye.
Yeah, well, Christian's taking a break. I'm going to take one too as they go pacing around here. We'll be back with you on the other side. Folks, don't go anywhere.
Todd Gilliland here. You're tuned into the world's #1 streaming service, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Make sure to like, subscribe, and join the Discord channel so you never miss a moment of the action. Did America's crew chief already tell you that?
Hutchinson Motorsports TV is the world's #1 streaming service. From over-the-top calls to electrifying action, we bring it all to the table.
The whole field's chunking it. It's a drag race to the checkered flag in the air. Justin Thompson wins the Harpoon Design 500.
But the action doesn't just stop when the stream ends. Whether you're looking for a broadcaster or looking to secure your spot in our next special event, the best way to get a hold of us, and the only way to enter our exclusive events, is to join the HMS TV Discord server.
Don't get left on the trailer. What are you waiting for? Join the Hutchinson Motorsports TV Discord community today by scanning the QR code shown on your screen. We'll see you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're getting down to the wire here at Bristol Motor Speedway, and it is all red two front rows once again. Shane Parrish, Alan Doug are going to lead them into the Juicy Spider restart zone for hopefully the last time, but probably not. Christine, green flag is back out here at Bristol.
28 laps to go. Here they go. Shane Parrish out front, leading with the side-by-side battle of the 12 and the 20. Following in second with, here comes Duggar. The inside, Trevor Baxter.
Yeah, he's trying to get in there right now. He's up on that highway, and he's ripping, trying to get back out to that lead, but he's got a wall of cars in front of him.
Wall of cars of red, that is. His teammates now, top 5. As Shane Parrish says, battle all you want there, guys. All you want there, teammates. I'm going to keep on moving on here. I want to win this thing.
Yeah, he's loving it right now as these guys are fighting. Isaac Treese now, though, gets away from the battling, and he's going to work to try to catch back up to that 68. Oh, and we got one sliding. That's Colt Huff.
Oh, he's not going to be able to save it. He does. So thanks to the wall, he's going to save the green flag to his dismay.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for him. Fortunate for the rest of the field. Green flag stays out. And we tick off some more laps. Alan Duggar, Nicholas Ghazi fighting side by side right now. Looks like Duggar going to take that spot. The 13 got stuck in the wall. Michael Kurdzlik going to try to take advantage.
Michael Kurdzlik says, I want part of this up front battle. Please let me in. Let me in.
He's giving it his best shot. Not going to be able to do it. They're battling right behind him, though. That's Danny Carpenter, Chris Essery. Essery has always got some fans in the chat. He's trying to make his way forward. He's back to where he qualified after 300 laps, but can he get any farther? We're going to have to watch and see, but we're going to tune back in to this battle for second, starting to brew.
21 laps to go into this race. Isaac needs to stop worrying about Trevor and get up there towards the front if he wants to win this thing. Of course, Trevor doesn't want that to happen. Trevor wants to be the one to win it himself. With 20 laps to go, I'm going to go ahead and guess that teammates don't exist anymore, Jesse.
There does have to be a line where you decide to start going for the win and stop trying to decide to be nice as we go back, check out a battle for 9th between James Nesta and Joshua Switzer. But there does have to be a point where the switch comes off and it's every man for themselves. We're going to have to wait and see when that is and if they even get an opportunity to do it, because right now that 68 of Shane Parrish seems plenty fast.
I mean, I'd dump you to win at Bristol, Jesse.
I would dump you to win at Bristol. So, I mean, we're about even there.
There you go. Jesse would deny me of my first ever iRacing League win. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it first as the caution comes out. Oh, there's the 16.
Look out!
Still spinning it out. Can't get it going straight there. Joshua Switzer.
That car definitely broken. Heavy damage on the front end of that number 16 machine. All he wanted to do was to hear the jungle, the jungle. What am I talking about? The jingle again with
Jesse.
the damage on that car. Let's hear it.
See some junk, need another glimpse. Here's a look from the Bubba Myers custom design blimp.
Design blip. Oh, gonna get turned. He almost turned the other car and then he got turned.
I don't think I've ever seen any more instant karma than that exact moment right there on iRacing. That was insane.
Oh,
Regardless, we're going to jump back live. I think people were checking up here for the pace car. But we're under caution once again. 15 laps to go. Going to look through the chat here. Connor Gerard earlier saying the saying you can never have enough red is an understatement. I'm sure these guys at the front of your field would definitely agree. Plenty of red out there on those cars.
I'm sure Michael Kurdzlik would disagree.
I'm sure he would. I mean, he's even got red on his car, just not as much as the other guys. Paul Danino is in the chat. Or what do y'all call him? Paul Dino? He says
Paul
I have
Dino.
the best fans.
He's Mr. Darlington to you, Brandon. He's oh, oh, okay. You know, he won Darlington, and it definitely wasn't, caution shortened at all.
HMS TV superfan Connor Gerard, of course, is out there. Says, been a saying that exists for a reason, and that it's not who wins, it's how they win. That's very philosophical there from Connor Gerard.
Not to disagree with the GOAT Connor Gerard, but they don't put how you won in the history book.
That's a good point. That is a good point indeed. Lights are off on the pace truck. Gonna be 12 to go when we go green.
Your great-granddaughter's gonna look and see that Austin, whatever his name is, won Richmond.
Austin Dillon?
Did he really? Austin Dillon, there you go. The word couldn't get to me.
All right, Christian. Last restart, hopefully. Ace truck gonna be off. Shane Parrish gonna lead him into the juicy spot to restart zone. Green flag waves once again from Bristol.
A massive check up there towards the back. We don't worry about that as we have 13 laps to go, and there's a battle for the lead out front. The 20 with a massive run out to turn, trying to battle Shane Parrish, but the 12 is going to go up high and deny him from any run he might have on the leader.
It's starting to get a little bit dark here at Bristol. The lights might be cutting on here soon if they can't get this thing finished. Thankfully, Bristol does have lights, so we are in luck there. But this is an incredible battle for your second spot. Alan Duggar, Isaac Treese, dueling it out live right now.
Jesse, it must be a cloud. It's only 5 p.m. session time.
Maybe it's daylight savings. Who knows? Trevor Baxter trying to get into this fight too. What's he going to do? He's going to be trying to keep his crown of Bristol, but I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. 10 to go here. Shane Parrish's lead's only growing.
We were talking about when does teammates become competitors. It's right now. There's no such thing as the 20 gets loose. Gonna save the car. Gets a little bit of nose damage there. Comes back up the truck.
Oh, and he hits the 28.
The 37 goes around too. We're still trying to wreck it.
There it is.
Oh, Joshua Switzer gets wrecked again.
Joshua Switzer out of Berwick, PA's had probably the worst 10 minutes of his life, Christian. Let's go take another look here. It's gonna jump here. We're gonna pause it immediately because we've got to get on. Who was that lost it there? That was the 20, right?
The 20. Yes. So he loses it, gets the 37.
Let's back it up even farther because this happened way before here. Let's keep on backing it up. He loses it out of this corner here. No contact with the 1, but the 20 just trying to slow it down. Can't do it. Hits the 28 who gets loose. The 37 of Ty Robertson just gets collected, who then hits the 16 of Switzer, and then we got junk.
And Switzer was very much so upset about that one. And rightfully so. I mean, he's just been a pinball lately. Oh, you see right there.
Absolute junk on the racetrack. Ty Robertson involved in that one after a good run, finds himself back in 16th. Joshua Switzer on pit road fixing damage. Shane Parrish wishing this thing could just stay green because he has got the speed right now, but all it takes is a bad restart and this win could be ripped from his hands, Christian.
Now, Jesse, I think we're going to have a natural green-white checker here, so it's not going to count towards the actual green-white checker. But I mind you that we only have one attempt at it if it does happen.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I do believe we've had a race or two finish under yellow flag here in door-to-door this season.
That was when Mr. Paul Dino got his win at Darlington, Jesse.
Well, hopefully we can keep her clean, keep her green tonight. Lights are off on the pace truck. It's going to be...
So this will not be a green-white checker.
That'll be good to keep in mind. We're going to watch these BSR teammates duel it out here at the front of the field. Your top 4 all racing for BSR. Row 3 got 2 contenders. The 41 of Michael Kurdzlik, the 4 of Chris Essery. going to be trying to make a name for himself. Essery is the farthest up he's been all night. We'll see what he can do. Pace truck about to be off. Take a screen, Christian.
Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully for the final time, the 66 leaves the field to green. The Juicy Spider Race Start Zone. Green flag back in the air here at Darlington.
He gets a good enough jump. Go ahead.
Just mentioned the side-by-side battle for second. Good jump there as they're banging. The 13 gets hit by the 1, Jesse.
Challenge for the lead. The 13 and Nicholas Scholar junking it in the back. Treese involved again. It's a parking lot. Look out!
Joshua Switzer manages to not get involved. Isaac Treese, though, definitely involved. My, oh, my.
Yeah.
And Jesse.
Man.
We're going green-white checker racing.
That was fixing to be an incredible fight for the lead, and then I just saw out of the corner of my eye the 20 of Isaac Treese backing it into the fence. Let's see what happened.
Get some help from the 29. 28 gets into him. 25, a Colt Huff gets involved there. You see Hunter Bogdan sliding by.
I was going to say, let's pick somebody good to ride on board with here. Let's go with the 16 of Joshua Switzer. We've been seeing him get junked. Let's see him avoid this one here. Huh, that's not a good camera view. Here we go.
Oh, wow. Now let's look at that again from the car that spun him, Jesse, because Brandon Sanders in the chat seems to think that that was done on purpose.
Let's take another look. Go on board with the 29, James Nesta.
There was a little bit of a throttle up there. I'm not going to say it was, but my, oh my.
Yeah, we're not gonna call any of that out, but nonetheless, like you said, officially under green, white, checkered. Overtime rules here in door to door. One green, white, checkered attempt. The next yellow flag or checkered flag is gonna end it. We'll see if Shane Parrish can keep holding them off, or if somebody else is gonna take the win.
Brandon Sanders Racing in the chat, not happy to see one of his cars tore up. But nonetheless, I mean, we're going to have one of them take this win away unless Chris Essery has something to say about it from the 5th position. What a entertaining race this has been so far, Jesse. And it's not over yet, but the next flag will end it.
That is correct. We take the green, and then the gloves are off. Shane Parrish, Nicholas Godsey, they were getting ready to duel it out for the lead before that yellow flew. Let's see if the 13 has anything to say on this restart, or will it be Alan Duggar or Trevor Baxter on row 2? They both have good Bristol finishes here in door to door. Pace truck about to be off. They're heading towards the Juicy Spider restart zone for the final time tonight. Green flag is out here at Bristol.
This is it. This decides who wins as they head through turn 1 and 2. Side by side, you have the 13 and the 66. They head down the backstretch. Caution is out. Your race winner here tonight is going to be the number 68 of Shane Parrish, Jesse.
Shane Parrish gonna get it done. Results may or may not be official. So, folks, we're going to do our best to let you know where everybody finished. I'm fairly certain that Shane Parrish did get the win. Nicholas Godsey second. Alan Duggar, Trevor Baxter, Chris Essery likely rounding out your top 5. We are going to go back and confirm. But unfortunately, we end under yellow and not under green flag conditions here tonight. But I'm sure Shane Parrish doesn't care either way, Christian.
Oh, win's a win. You should... Well, YouTube shouldn't hear it, but you should hear the... commentator, the chat after that. Man, it's crazy, and I can't even talk.
It's It's people aren't happy. I don't think anyone's ever been happy after a Bristol race. If your name's not Ty Gibbs, but man, I gotta say, all in all, it was a pretty good time. If we're being honest with each other. But I do think it's confirmed that Shane Parrish is your winner. Nicholas Gozzi with the second place finish. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. Thank some sponsors as these two celebrate. We'll be right back with you here in a moment, folks. Don't go anywhere.
I'm Larry McReynolds. Remember, in any type of racing, it's all about execution. So right now, subscribe to Hutchison Motorsports TV today. You know America's crew chief. I would never steer you wrong.
Hutchison Motorsports TV is back. The lights are bright and the stands are packed.
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Roll.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish! Too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time when Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
Juicy Spider Motorsports takes home the 1, 2, 3 finish.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Bristol, and we have confirmed your podium finishers. It is official. Your podium going to be Shane Parrish, Nicholas Gozzi, Alan Duggar, hard charger on the night, 44 of Tommy Osborne. Trevor Baxter led the most laps, was not able to get the win, though. Pacey Wygant did have the pole position, ended up
Jesse.
out of this race pretty quickly. Hey man, sometimes a hiccup just sneaks up on you.
There's a graphical error with the top three's cars, Jesse. They're all the same car.
Oh no, Christian, that's exactly correct.
All right. Well, I guess if we're ready, we're going to move on into interviews. Jesse, you got to go ahead. You ready?
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this was Bristol Motor Speedway here in the Door-to-Door Racing League, brought to you by Mars Properties. We have the third place finisher here in the booth with us. It's going to be Mr. Alan Duggar in that number 12 machine. Alan, this is Jesse and Christian up in the booth. Do you have a copy on us?
Yes, sir.
Welcome in. I mean, I felt like I was watching the Spider-Man meme live in action pretty much all night, with especially towards the end where all those red cars were battling each other. Walk us through the battle with your teammates at the end, and what lap did you say, all right, it's time to start racing for me and less for the team?
I'd say it was about 30, 35 to go. I knew it was going to get down to that point to get time to go to business and start to get a little racy. So just tried to be as patient as I could and try to pick off what I could pick off and who I could pick off, and tried to get around Shane there for a little bit, and he was strong tonight and had a good car, and I just couldn't really get there.
Well, you did a good job tonight with the third place finish. I did. This is my first time calling door to door, so I did look into some statistics, so I had at least a little bit of knowledge heading into this one. And if I do have the correct stats, you finished second to Trevor Baxter twice last year at Bristol. You finish ahead of him tonight. Does it feel kind of good to finally finish a Bristol race ahead of him? I know y'all are racing on the same team tonight, but there's still got to be a little bit of a small victory there.
Yeah, Trevor's a really fast guy, and he's hard to beat, and I finished behind him a lot more than I've won. So, but it's all in good fun, and I love the guy, love racing with him. Races clean, hard, and we have a lot of fun doing it. So, yeah, I'll take this one to finish ahead of him.
Well, I'm sure that y'all are going to be dueling it out for the points the rest of the way. But if you've got any shout-outs for any of the folks at home watching, go ahead and let them rip.
Yeah, I'd like to thank my family for tuning in. And a big shout-out to HMS TV, baby, for coming on the car tonight at Bristol. Couldn't have planned it any better. Y'all do a wonderful job. Appreciate y'all. And I'd like to thank Easy Dealing, Wheeling Tires, and everybody at BSR, and thank everybody for coming out tonight and having a little fun.
All righty, ladies and gentlemen, that was your third place finisher here tonight. Going to be the number 12 of Alan Duggar. Alan, thank you. We're going to send you back down to your team to celebrate.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, moving on up the list, it's going to be, I don't think we've talked to this man since he's passed away, but it's finally time to hear the ghost of Nicholas Godsey's voice. Who is the ghost of Nicholas Godsey? This is Jesse and Christian up in the booth. Who are we talking to?
You are talking to Mr. Nicholas Godsey himself. They's talking about some kind of Dragon Ball Z deal is what they used on me. It seemed like it's worked out.
How did you wrong? You were right the entire time. It was Nicholas Godsey. Oh my. Anyway, race, Bristol. That's right. Okay. Anyway, Nicholas Godsey, battling your teammates. You made it just to finish second here tonight. Wow. I am just shocked. Walk us through that race.
Man, it was tough from the get-go. I knew there was going to be a lot of fast guys here, like Trevor, Allen, Shane, Isaac, all them boys, man. I knew we was all going to make it up front at some point, you know, with the track rubber and stuff. Just big thing was managing tires throughout the run. But, you know, just I'm tickled to death to be up here with these guys. I knew I had speed, but, you know, these guys are tough week in and week out to compete with.
Well, you're doing a good job. I mean, you went up in the standings a lot after last week's race. You finished 6th and moved up into the top 10 in points, and you're following it up tonight with a 2nd place finish. That's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, man, I'm tickled to death. Like I say, I've been striving to stay in the top 5. You know, had a couple bad races off the bat, you know, but like I say, just had to back up front and regroup and get down and practice some of this stuff a little bit more, you know, and it seems to be paying off.
Well, of course, you did a fantastic job tonight. If you got any shouts for any of the folks watching at home, man, now's the time to go ahead and let them rip.
Well, I'd like to thank my team, BSR, all them guys there, man. Love racing with them every week. Want to thank Easy Dealing Wheels and Tires, Hutchison Motorsports TV. Y'all put a good broadcast every week, man. Love watching it. My family at home, you know, they love watching it, and friends. But, yeah, I think that's pretty much it, boys. Glad to be here.
All righty. You hear it first. The ghost of Nicholas Godsey was never a ghost. It was Nicholas Godsey himself. We're going to send him back down to his team to celebrate the 2nd place finish here tonight, the number 13 of Nicholas Godsey. Thank you there, Nicholas.
Y'all have a good one.
Sir. But now, ladies and gentlemen, here in the door-to-door Cup Series presented by Mars Properties, it's Bristol, baby, and your race winner here tonight is going to be the number 68 of Shane Parrish. Shane, this is Jesse and Christian up in the booth. You got a copy on us?
I got you guys. What's going on?
Welcome in. We know why you're excited. You just conquered the last great Coliseum. You are the winner here at Bristol. You battle your teammates throughout the entirety end run of that race through the cautions. It was just you to 13, 12, all the BSR drivers up front battling it out. You had to turn that off, though. You had to turn the teammate switch off and turn on the Shane Parrish switch. You got it done here. Walk us through that one.
Yeah, I did. You know, I want to congratulate BRS for the top 3, Alan, and all the buddies there. I just really appreciate, you know, everything that everybody does. It's just it's such a great time to be a part of this new growing league. Brandon putting it together has done a fantastic job with it. I can't say anything more. To Brandon, for putting it together and letting me join. It was one of the biggest things. But yeah, there at the end, I thought I misunderstood what they were saying at the beginning of the race about you could pit on either end. It was, both ends were open, and I pit and got a black flag. So I just start clearing the back and work my way through. Took my time, worked up through there and let the tires come in. That's usually what I'm known for, is the long runs, usually not the short ones, but I am getting better.
You did a good job, of course, bringing home the win. I mean, you came into tonight, you just cracked the top 10 in points, and I mean, you get your first win on the season. You're going to try to carry this momentum forward the best you can?
Well, yeah, I will. Unfortunately, I won't be here next week. I'll be in Aruba, so I'll be kind of enjoying the beach and the water and some pina coladas and all that fun stuff. And, I have to drink one for all the guys, so I got to take a little menu down before I go, and I'll drink one for them, then send them a picture of myself drinking that drink for them. But I get back as Talladega. I hate draft tracks. I don't even try to understand them because I just hate them with a passion. So yeah.
Well, now's the time. If you got any of them, give us your shout outs, man. Let them rip.
Well, shout out to you guys up there. Of course, shout out to my company Mars for being up there, being able to sponsor the league. Want to thank all the lap cars for staying out of the way, holding their lines, doing a much better job this week than we had a couple weeks ago. So that was really good. And pretty much all the drivers here that were running and racing fair. I want to thank HMS TV for their previous broadcasts and what they did. Great group of guys there. And I can't wait to get down and listen to you guys down there and see what you all sound like and what's going to go on.
All righty. Well, we appreciate.
I should thank Door to Door. That is their league. I forgot. I'm old. I'm 50, almost 57 years old. So I'm an older guy out here trying to keep up with these young guys with the reflexes and the quick minds and the quick hands. And it's hard, but just being up here racing with the talent that's out there is, to me, is a good thing, because the older I get, someday that's just not going to be there anymore.
Well, you definitely taught them a lesson. You keep teaching the younger generation a lesson. You obviously haven't scathed one bit there, as you are the Door-to-Door Racing League Bristol champion here tonight. Shane, we're going to send you back down to your team to celebrate one final. Congratulations here from Motorsports TV on your race win tonight.
Krista, Jesse, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. Jesse, here it has been Bristol Motor Speedway here in the Door-to-Door Racing League. What an event it was. Your hard charger of the night going to be Tommy Osborne. Most laps led, Trevor Baxter. Fastest lap was your winner, Shane Parrish. Jesse, what a race.
What a race it was. It was entertaining the entire time. I can't say there was ever a dull moment, I don't believe. So that's all we're looking for when we come here to call these races, is something to just keep us entertained and keep y'all entertained at home.
Entertaining it was, Jesse, and we look forward to next week. And for once, I can't tell you where even the Cup Series goes, so I'm going to take a look at it real quick. We're heading to Kansas there. We're going to Tornado Alley, Jesse.
Yeah, we're not going to be in, well, we are going to be in Kansas, and then after that, we won't be in Kansas anymore. But nonetheless, that'll be a good one next week. Make sure to tune in tomorrow night to some Wheels America Racing Cup Series action. I'll be on the call again for that one, so that'll be fun. And then Tuesday night, I'll be on the call for Stars and Stripes. So pray for my voice. And what, Christian?
There he goes. There Jesse goes complaining again. Oh, I got to broadcast 3 nights in a row.
Man, I'm not cut out for this stuff. I mean, honestly, I'm not. But we're gonna keep it pushing, moving on forward. See you tomorrow night here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV. For Christian Taylor, this is Jesse Becker signing out, and y'all have a great night.